you like to do can be really valuable and can add to a rich visiting experience. So if I asked you, what's your favorite thing to do in your city? You might tell me, oh man, there is this little bar off the beaten path down this alley and you gotta check it out. It's so cool. They brew their own beer and the atmosphere is awesome. It is a must-see. Great. I bet that my trip to your city would be a lot more amazing because of that information. So make sure that you have some ideas that you can tell other people about your city. Our final question is a little more broad. Someone might simply ask you, what do you recommend? Or maybe if you're talking to someone who lives in New York and you are about to visit New York, great. You can ask them some questions and say, what do you recommend? What do you recommend about New York? What do you recommend that I do? Oh, you got to see this museum. It's really cool. They have local artists that they have on display and all these different things you can see. Great. You're asking, what do you recommend in general? It might not be that person's absolute favorite thing personally, but to visit the city, what do you recommend? Great. A wonderful question to ask. What do you recommend? All right, now that we've talked about some common vocabulary to describe your city, some common questions that you can ask or other people might ask you about where you live, let's see a quick sample conversation between me and my husband, Dan, where we talk about visiting Rome. Now, neither of us are from Rome, but I want you to use your imagination. Let's imagine that Dan is from Rome. He's actually from the US, but let's imagine that he's from Rome and he is giving me some insider tips about what I should do on my upcoming trip to Rome. Let's watch this sample conversation and listen for some of the key vocabulary that we just talked about because you are about to have a chance to use it yourself speaking with me. Let's watch. Hey, Dan.
Hey, Vanessa. Are you excited for your trip to Rome?
Yeah, I can't wait. It's such a historic place. But are there any tourist traps I should avoid?
Yeah, avoid all the gelato shops, except this one. It's off the beaten path, but trust me, it's worth it.
Oh, thanks for the tip. Any other must-sees?
Well, the Colosseum is great, but my favorite thing to do is wander around and see all the little chapels. It's usually more relaxed and less crowded that way.
Oh, that's good to know. Thanks for the tip.
No problem. Enjoy your trip.
I will. All right, now it is your turn. I'm going to ask you some questions about where you live because I'm coming to visit. I need to know what it's like. I'm going to ask you some questions and then I will pause. I will be listening to you wherever you live around the world. I will be listening. So please speak out loud, use the expressions that you've learned, and I can't wait to learn more about your city. Are you ready to get started? Hi, I'm taking a vacation to your city and I can't wait. Tell me, what's the weather like in the summer? I need to know what I should pack. That's good to know. Thank you. Well, what's your favorite thing to do or see in your city? Wow, that sounds really interesting. So I gotta know, are there any tourist traps that I should avoid when I go? Thanks so much for the tip. I look forward to visiting. I can't wait to see you soon. Bye. All right, how did you do having this conversation with me? You're welcome to review that and say it again and again and again to practice and grow your confidence. Let's get started with some common expressions to talk about birthdays. Let's talk about some types of birthday parties. A birthday bash. This is a big party. Lots of people, lots of presents, lots of games. It's a big one. So you might say, we're throwing a birthday bash for my niece because she's turning 10, double digits. Quite exciting. To throw a party. Are you holding the party and throwing it? No, I mean maybe you're throwing